second that out. Yeah, there's no way you're getting that out there.
It's happening! It's happening, watch!
Go on! Go on! Go on! Go on! Push it!
I'll do it! I'll do it!
You can do it!
It's heavy now, isn't it?
Right, you see the legs? This? Front? Yeah, now you're not doing it.
So here we are, sad day. We're actually gonna see how bad the frog is today. It's actually been a couple of weeks since Cadwell, but we're just so busy, it's crazy. I think the first thing we're gonna do is me and Callum are gonna pull the front end off the car, and I think we've already made a decision that if it's really bad, like chassis legs are badly bent, and if maybe both of them are, then I think we're gonna call it a day with this one. But you know, if maybe it's just one chassis leg's bent, if we can maybe save the front end, then that was my favourite part.
Well, if that wasn't broken, it is now.
It is now, anyway. So yeah, let's get the front end off and we'll have a look at it. Obviously, we'll show you all about it. I like to show me mistakes as well, as well as my successes. Yeah, let's have a look. You can already see the damage on this front bit here where it's been pushed back, and the cooler's been pushed back, and that's where the plastic housing there is just given up. Intercooler took a little ding here. Doesn't look pierced though. Might actually be alright, that intercooler.
When the slam panel, well, as you can see what was left of it, when it got pushed back, it burst the corner of the oil cooler.
Oil cooler. Oh, but at least these fittings are good, so I'll be able to keep them fittings, probably slice off the pipe and then just replace the pipe. See, it's bent already. Lovely. Rough bugger! You're a rough one, you. Oh, Callum, man, look at that. Oh, look at that, you little twat, you. You'll be mopping that up. So the radiator's burst, obviously. Fans have took a ding, obviously cracked, so they're no good. Could probably salvage that one, but in all honesty, I'm not really bothered. I'd have to replace that anyway, I think. There's chips in it and stuff, so meh. Callum's mess.
Clean up on aisle 5.
There you go. Bless you. Oosh. Tell you what, it's going. Look at that chassis leg.
It's fixed.
There's actually not a great deal of strength in there, is there? You can see, because it's been scalped at the back there. For the 20 valve conversion to start with, it's weakened this front leg, and for all they were braced, it still just went. It went really easy. That look at how easy you're bending that.
No. I'm hardly going to be the world's strongest man, am I?
Oh no, I wouldn't know, man. Check that out. So that chassis leg is done. And what we didn't see before is what you can actually see quite easily now is that it's knocked this one out as well. So it looks like both front chassis legs are done. Now I know some people were mentioning, well, now's the perfect time to do a tubular front end and go crazy, get more air into it, redesign the chassis, blah 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 blah. And for me personally, this is a track car. This is like my cheap little track car, and I think it would be taking it way beyond what I ever had planned for it. So for me personally, this writes this car off. I don't really want to use this again. I don't want to build it again. And I think this sort of marks the end of, like, you know, the Furious Frog, and maybe is the passing of the old DT. That was the track car, that was my track car. I think it makes more sense now that we just rebuild, but rebuild with a different car. Don't know what that car is going to be yet, but I think this is definitely the nail in the coffin for me. So I think the best thing to do now would just be to strip this car, get every single bit off that we can, just get it out with hair. In all honesty, it's just sitting around the workshop taking up space. So yeah, let's get it stripped. Oh wait there, Carl, I wanted that bit. Look at that, he's just chopped through my favourite hoses. Do you know what you've just done there?
This is the engine removal tool.
This, by the way, is not the decimal tenths way. This is the Callum way.
Saturday Callum
It's
way.
the Saturday Callum way. It's the Saturday Callum, I don't need to put it back together way. Check that out, the shunt actually pancaked the pipe as well. Lovely. Oh, and split it too. Be careful, man. Ignitron that. Calm down, calm down. That's sacred, that, you know. You're rough, God. Just getting the exhaust out now, that's the last little bit. And obviously the mount that Callum's got done there. And then that'll be the engine come out. Something pretty cool. Don't mess around, do you, Carl?
I'm trying not to.
So we're going to leave it a rolling shell for now. We'll get the engine out today. I think we'll get the cage out, we'll get the seats out, steering wheel, all that sort of track stuff. Leave it on its suspension and the axles. And then I think we'll push it outside. We'll get Davey to come and get a forklift. He can lift the shell up, we can unbolt everything underneath. And then the shell will just go and get weighed in, because that's all it'll be good for. And it's as simple as that. The frog is going. I mean, what do you think about it, Michael?
Not very professional.
Don't worry, he'll get over it. He will get over it. Bitter. He's a bitter old man. Oh, I don't believe it, man. Carl, you're going to have to put it back in. I wasn't recording.
Where, man?
I was just dealing with a customer, and Callum is that efficient that he had the engine out.
Very professional.
What do you say, Michael?
Very
professional. So yeah, a bit gutted I missed that. I was just dealing with a customer, so I missed Callum pulling the engine out, but yeah, it is what it is. It's an engine. The engine's out the Lupo now. Let's have a look at the chassis legs. See where the mounts are. This chassis leg's intact, but this one has been scalped. And let's face it, that's the reason why that one wasn't that strong in the first place. I mean, who's stupid enough to run a converted car as a track car? Anyway, car's just going up now, so we'll take the seats and the cage and all that good stuff out, but we'll leave all that in place so that we can get the car out when it comes to getting rid of it. Hang this on the wall, shouldn't we? Like a stag's head.
Yeah. Well, I think we should like take it outside and chop it and leave it like hung against the wall. See what? See what?
We could barbecue all that, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Keep me around, roll over for me, Lupo. Wait, roll over, jump aside.
There's something in the air. There's something in the air.
Just make sure there's nothing on my nose, you know. No. So that's it. The Lupo is in bits, completely stripped. We've took everything off that, you know, that was on there of any worth. Stuff like some decent stuff on there. The Ignatron ECU, obviously. The cage, the exhaust, pretty good. The engine, sweet as a nut. The box got a diff in, so that's good. Stuff like the tailgate. That's good. I've already put the BYC wing on there, so might as well keep that as a tailgate in case anyone wants it like that. I don't really have a use for it now because we're not going to stick with Lupo, I don't think. We're going to move on from that platform without a doubt. There's also stuff like the seats on the subframes. They'd probably be quite good for someone. But basically that's it. The Lupo is stripped to a bare shell, so we're going to take the shell outside. We'll get Davey, who works around the corner, to probably lift it up on forklift. We'll drop all the bottom end stuff, so the rear axle, the gas suspension, roll bars, all good stuff to be fair. Front ends all seam welded, black bushes, so that could probably be good for someone. And then I think we're just going to get rid of the shell. It is what it is. Yeah, it's a shame to say go, but yeah, I think we're going to move on chassis wise. We're going to try and go for something that'll be a bit better for power, a bit better for track, because that's what we're going to have. And the really cool thing is that we'll, I mean, the Lupo was always mine. Decimal Tense is mine, obviously, but the Lupo was always my car. I think we're going to build a car as Decimal Tense, as us, you know, as a company. We'll have our own car. Not be mine specific, but it'll be ours, and then we'll all get to drive it. So Colin will be able to drive it, Callum will be able to drive it. We'll rig it up with cameras and blah blah, and still continue to do track days. It'll be pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's it. That's the Lupo done. Now, if anyone wants any bits, anyone's interested, then give us a shout, leave a comment below, and if there's anything left, or if you're there first, then you can come and try some bits out if you want. Stuff like the wing and the cage and blah blah blah. Give us a shout. But anyway, I think that'll do for this video. Thanks very much for watching. We are on the hunt for a new track car, so hopefully it'll not take too much longer to sort that out. And then we'll start building again. See you in the next one.